Good evening, sports fans. Thank you for tuning in on this Wednesday evening. I'm Jay Swick of Super Prep and OKC Sports Radio 105.3. We are broadcasting live on OKC Sports Radio 105.3, streaming video live on PPBC TV. And I'm excited to be here at the Clara Looper Center. Once again, I want to thank them for having us and allowing us to broadcast live and interview some of these players and coaches and find out what makes their program unique. Today is day number 2 of the Oklahoma City Public Schools Fall Athletics Showcase. And today it's about volleyball and softball. We're going to start with the softball teams today. And real quick, before we get into the interviews and talking with the players and coaches, I want to thank our local sponsors for sponsoring the Fall Athletics Showcase and showing their support for Oklahoma City Public School athletics. It really does mean a lot, and we appreciate them for their help. Metro Tech, Dental Depot, TTCU, All About Now Photography, Bedford Camera and Video, Grinmore Sneaker Boutique, River Sport, OKC, SSM Health, OCCC, Perry Publishing and Broadcasting, and everybody here at Super Prep and OKC Sports Radio 105.3. In front of me, I've got the Northwest Classen Lady Knights softball team live in person. Ladies, how you doing?
Good. Doing good.
Talk to me about preparing for the season. I asked you off camera when your first game was, and you said tomorrow. So it's like, wow, okay, it's here, and you're ready to go. How's it feel?
It feels really exciting because I'm always so excited for the seasons to start, like every year.
And let me introduce our ladies as well. We've got in front of me, I believe, Belinda Perez, Kamaya Coleman, and Micah Casey, and second-year head coach, Michaela White.
Yep.
Coach, how long have you had this group together, and how long have you guys been prepared for the season?
So we started really truthfully hitting the ground running in July. July 15th is our opening day, and so we hit that ground trying to do our best to kind of catch up a lot of new people that had just started and also still kind of help a lot of our girls that have played in the past. And this year we were lucky enough to really collect a lot of girls that have played a lot of softball, so we were able to go more in depth with a lot of it. So we have been really preparing for this and really setting a lot of goals and expectations. And I feel like this year we have a really good team of girls that are really have their eyes on the prize.
Belinda, what position do you play?
Center field.
Okay. Now, talk to me about being a defensive player, but also at the plate. Which is your strong suit? What have you been working on this offseason to prepare for the game?
I've been working on mostly, I love fielding. Defense is, one of my favorite parts of it. But offensively, I do say that I'm trying to work better on my hits, for sure. Because I'm not a weak spot in the lineup, but it's definitely not my strongest point. I say my strongest point would be probably just me in outfield, me fielding. I feel like I have a strong arm. I feel like I have a good way. I have good catching. I just sorry. I just feel like I have a lot of strong points, but I do still want to work on every single point of my work.
Yeah, well, it's all about taking it day by day, doing as best you can in a 24-hour period, doing it again the next day. Come on, talk to me about your position that you play on defense. What's your favorite thing about playing softball at Northwest Classen?
So I play second base, and my favorite thing about playing softball would probably be just playing it with the people that I know and that I know would keep my confidence up and boost my confidence up, and yeah.
Micah, tell me what position do you play?
I play second. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
I play second, third, and I pitch.
Okay, so you're more of an infielder as well.
Yes.
Okay. Talk to me about being in the circle. What goes through your mind when you are in the game and you're facing batters one after the other?
I feel like there's definitely a lot of pressure, but as long as you breathe through it, you can do it. So yeah, you just gotta stay out of your head and keep going,
So,
no matter what.
Coach, is it safe to say that she's going to be the starting pitcher tomorrow, or are we keeping that secret?
So she actually won't. This will be our first year that we have multiple arms that I feel that have a lot of really good aspects in that we can use, and so she actually will most likely be out in the field. She is actually one that we trained last year, because last year we kind of started more from ground zero, so she has had, this will be her second year really working on pitching, and she definitely will pitch this season, but we've got a couple others that I really want to see tomorrow as well. It's an exciting time for Northwest class in softball, because we have a lot of girls that can play in a variety of positions.
Well, that's good to have depth, especially in the pitching realm. You know, that's great. Now, talk to me about just, you talk about being ground zero last year. What's different about this year going forward?
I feel like everything is. I feel like I, as a head coach, have learned so much just in last year. We've got girls that have played softball for multiple years. We've got our middle school programs have really helped us. So we had a lot of girls come in this year that have played at Taft Middle School. And so having that like stepping stone has really made a difference on their ability to play and their ability of knowing the game. We've also just had a different mindset this year. I think last year was definitely, let's figure this out, how this works for everybody. But this year the girls have come in with goals and what they want to do, and they're willing to listen and they're willing to learn and adapt. And we played a scrimmage on Monday, and it was really exciting to see them be uplifting for each other, but also still so dedicated in their knowledge.
Well, talk to me about why you chose these three young ladies to represent the softball team. I'm sure you could have chosen anybody, but you chose these three young people. Talk to me about what they represent and why you chose them to come be here today.
So these three are probably my really true leaders. They're my oldest players. Micah on the end is one of my juniors. I've got a few other juniors, but she is my only returning junior from last year. And then Kamaya and Belinda are both of our seniors this year. Kamaya's never played, so I love to kind of get that experience of someone getting to be on the radio that's never played and have that whole different opinion of the sports. And Belinda has been with us since I started as an assistant, so she's been here, this will be her 4th year on the softball team. So these three are the ones that keep the whole team in check. They have been around long enough to know the expectations of what goes on and how practice and the games go. They're the ones that are leading all the chants, that are participating the most. They're the ones that are kind of like the driving force behind our team.
Kamaya, talk to me about your experience so far. I mean, first of all, how do you feel about tomorrow's first game? And also just how has your teammates kind of welcomed you, and how's the practices been going?
So I'm pretty excited about this year. I feel like my teammates welcome me pretty good, especially the coach. And I don't know. I'm excited for the game tomorrow. I had like a little warm up for the scrimmage, so I feel like I can do the same thing I did in the scrimmage. And
so it's kind of like it's not like a bad nervous. It's a good nervous.
Yeah.
You're excited. You're ready to go out there and compete. Wow, that's great. Well, I think that's awesome. Especially trying new things as a senior. Still dipping your toe in different experiences and trying to grow as a person, as an athlete. I think that's what it's all about. So I'm happy you're playing this year. Belinda, talk to me about the relationships you've got with your teammates. How tight-knit is that locker room, and how important is that when it comes to being a successful softball team?
Well, as White said, there's a lot of new people. There's very few returners, especially because last year there was a lot of seniors. But I say that our team has definitely been friendly, very open and inviting, trying to get to know everybody at once, especially when they're trying to work together as a team. Over the summer, they're all practicing together as one, trying to get to know each other while they're learning.
Yeah. Well, that's great. And Micah, being an underclassman, I think just being here representing your school, even though as a junior, utilizing some of your experiences, great thing to come and represent Northwest class. And talk to me about, which do you prefer, infield or pitching?
Infield.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you model your game after anybody? You have a female softball player that you look at and watch
When I'm-
play and say, you know what, I want to be like her.
When I'm pitching, Sam Landry. Like, she's
Oh,
my
yeah.
goat. Like, she's so good. But, yeah. Like, infield, I just really watch OU. And it just, like, helps me, like, better myself for, like,
How
getting
many
ready.
different pitches do you have when you're in the circle?
I naturally throw a changeup.
Okay.
Like, I don't know why, but, like, I just naturally throw a changeup. So, like, my wrist just, like, flicks like that. So, yeah.
Well, I know the rise ball is just like a work of art. Coach, do you teach that? Did any of your players throw?
That
Some of
is
those.
the plan, to kind of get a couple of our pitchers. Our other two pitchers are young. They're underclassmen. So the plan is to really hone in on those three pitchers this season and next season and try to prepare those. We're still building to have people that are dedicated to pitchers. In the past, we've had everyone try and be a pitcher. And so this is the first year that we really have people that have come in wanting to pitch. So it's a little different, but definitely something in the future.
Well, is it normal to start in the summer that early, July 15th? Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's the opening day for everybody. And so we, in the past, have always started with, well, let's just see if anybody can pitch. And so this was the first year that we were able to really work on more advanced, like, positioning and things like that helped kind of, I think, help the girls to see their position better and not so much on the basics.
Right. Now, talk to me about just your identity of this team and some of your goals and aspirations. What do you young ladies want to get out of this season? What are some goals that you have in mind?
I feel like we definitely, like, have more stride this year. So we made a goal to make it to the Turnpike thing.
Yeah, the Turnpike 44.
Yes. We made it one of our goals, so we're definitely, like, working really hard to, like, make it to that. And we're just, like, staying on each other, like, making sure we're all okay and, like, just, like, being with each other.
I feel like one of our goals is to maybe, like, or win against some teams that it was harder to win against last year. And just
and really get your revenge on it.
Yeah.
You know? What about you?
I just want to make it a fun year, especially it's my last year, and I really do want to make it like Micah said, make it a Turnpike, I just would want to make it like a good season in general.
Now, being one of the leaders, I don't know if you hand out captain titles, Coach, but how do you kind of mentor some of the younger players on the team, especially, people like Maya, who's new to the sport, trying to get acclimated?
I try to be like as open like with how I work things, but I know it works differently with different people, with like batting stances, different fielding. Like I've played a lot of different like positions like growing up, so it's always me, like I've always tried to help them, but it's also like what's called growing throughout it. There's spots that I know better than others, so I can't help everybody, but I try to do my best with it.
Coach, how's your team been dealing with this heat? I mean, I can hardly stand outside, much less actually compete in a sport for over an hour. I mean, my goodness. Is your team physically and mentally prepared to go out there on the field and deal with this?
I think, sadly, I think that no one's prepared until you're literally in that moment. It's a different type of heat at this moment, and so we have definitely really focused on trying to be mentally prepared this year and understand that there is nothing we can change about the heat, and we also know that it's going to be intense no matter what. So this year I feel like they have come in more prepared than in the past. Like I said, we played on Monday and it was also hot, but they are still not complaining. They understand it's hot and they're just going at it the best that they can. The most that I'm worried about is just keeping them safe as much as we can, but they are dedicated and they have their goals in mind and they're willing to kind of fight through that heat and that exhaustion.
Talk to me about the Turnpike 44 state tournament. I know it's affiliated and paired with Tulsa Public Schools. Is that the ultimate goal in a perfect scenario for Northwest Classic?
I think that's an end goal that's always really important for all of us, especially as a head coach. I think it's always a thing to strive for. I agree with Belinda that I would love for them just to have a good season, and I think that justifies in a million different ways. But I do want the girls to get to experience that. We experienced that the first year that we did that. We made it all the way to the finals, and just to see the excitement that the girls had and just the enjoyment for the game, that's what I want to have again for them. And then it also just builds so much confidence and excitement for softball, which is wonderful for my underclassmen, and it also makes lasting memories for my seniors.
Well, talk to me about your turnout, because I know the district has a goal. It's 50% athletic participation across the district by 2030. You know, what initiatives are you implementing for your team to help, get the district closer to that goal and get more kids involved?
I think the biggest thing is really, that has shown a lot this year, is really developing our relationship with our middle schools. Right now, Taft has the biggest involvement that we have because they've had teams in the past. And so we have really appreciated having those girls in middle school ball, getting them to kind of work on those basics and understand where they're going. One of our pitchers has picked up pitching just in middle school, and now she's a freshman, and she is phenomenal. So it's exciting to see that development with the middle schools. I think we're also trying to create a culture and a team and a program that is built on having fun and not so much of the pressure of sports. We obviously want to do the best that we can, but also I'd rather them learn how to be a good athlete and learn how to be a good person as well.
Well, that's great, Coach. I think you're doing a tremendous job. I'm excited to see what you're going to do in year number 2 as head coach. And Belinda, Kamaya, Micah, thank you for coming on and representing Northwest class in softball. I look forward to watching y'all play tomorrow. I mean, you've been preparing for over a month, and it's finally here. So
Yeah.
looking forward to watching you young ladies participate and compete this season. So best of luck to you. Enjoy it. That's the most important part, is to go have fun. So thank you, Northwest
Thank
Class
you.
and Lady Night Softball
Thank you
team,
for
ladies
having
and
us.
gentlemen. Glad to have you. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day. You could be practicing right now, but you've come to talk softball with us, and we thank you very
Yeah.
much. Again, I want to thank our sponsors, Metro Tech, Dental Depot, TTCU, All About Now Photography, Bedford Camera and Video, Grinmore Sneaker Boutique, River Sport OKC, SSM Health, OCCC, Perry Publishing Broadcasting, Super Prep, and OKC Sports Radio 105.3. We're going to take a real quick commercial break and come back with another softball team and learn about them. So don't go anywhere. Stay right with us. Welcome back to day number 2, Oklahoma City Public Schools Fall Athletic Showcase. We're focusing on softball today. Our next team is up. The Southeast Lady Spartan softball team is here with us. Head coach Brian Franklin. We've got Roxanne Hopkins and Brizada Terrazas. And thank you so much for coming and representing Southeast softball. I must say, I think it's important to note, back-to-back 2024 and 2025 Turnpike 44 state champions. That's a heck of an accomplishment, and I imagine you're going to try to go for a three-peat today. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Coach, talk about why you brought Roxanne and Brizada to represent your team. What stands out about these young ladies?
Well, first of all, both of them are seniors on our team, and they're leaders on the team. And I think it's important that the girls coming up see the leaders talk for them in a group, as a group. These girls have been with me since I've been there, and they know what our program is and what our attitude is and who we are as Spartans down at the core, and it made sense. They represent us very well.
Roxanne, what position do you play? And talk about just your experience, going into your senior year. What's it been like playing softball at Southeast?
So I'll play catcher this year, and as I did last year, my experience through softball has been amazing at Southeast. I'm very thankful for the opportunities that I've got through this program and just through Southeast in general. It's been amazing to just build up the team to where we are now, back to back. Like you said, we're going for the 3P. It's just an amazing feeling and just great energy going into this season.
Well, being a catcher is not an easy job,
Yes.
and especially in this heat, wearing all the gear. What do you love most about playing that position?
Really what it is for me is the connection with my pitcher, and not just my pitcher, but my whole teammates, of course, but having that connection with my pitcher, making sure she's okay because we're all going through that heat together, making sure she's focused, making sure that she knows that I'm there for her and I got her back.
That's a
really
great answer. That's Coach, you got to be proud about that one.
I'm immeasurably proud.
Brizada, talk about your experience playing softball at Southeast. What position do you play?
So my freshman and sophomore year, I was catching, but then I transferred over to first base. Yeah, so it's been a big difference. Catching, I think that was the one position that I really loved. But once Franklin really got me to learn how to really play first base, I think I really started to love it. It gives me an opportunity to build up my players. I'm very loud, so I'm very always trying to know where the ball's going. Somebody doesn't know, I try to pick them up and let them know where the ball's going,
Well, I think being loud is a really good thing,
Yeah,
especially
for
when you're
communication.
Yeah.
Softball's a big sport of communication, so you always got to know where you're going.
Well, and there's a lot of chance. There's a lot of
Yeah.
encouragement.
Yes.
And a loud team is a confident team.
Yes, sir.
To me, how has that transition kind of been from? You feel pretty comfortable at this point?
Yeah.
Because you
for
got
sure.
a game tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, so how we feeling about tomorrow?
Amazing.
Amazing.
I'm
I'm
so
so
excited.
We're so excited. We're ready. I think Coach has really
Got
taught
us
us
prepared.
good. Yeah.
Talk to me about your development as hitters. How confident, how much different are we at the plate this year?
I feel like
You can go.
okay.
Go ahead.
I feel like personally, I feel like I've developed in just making sure that I'm getting a solid hit, not trying to hit it out, just going to where I need it to get, and not just doing too much. Sometimes doing too much isn't what you need. You just need to get it right. So focusing on seeing the ball to my bat and keeping my head in and making sure my legs are square, making sure I'm turning my hips, just all the little things right. I feel like now that I'm at my senior year, it's more of just step by step by step. The little things matter. They truly do.
Right, kind of what Roxy said. Just don't even try to do a lot with the ball. Just try to get it somewhere. Try to get people on bag and try to score.
Yeah.
And we have amazing players that
Yes, we
can
do.
hit.
Coach, what's your philosophy? Obviously, third year, being softball coach, a fifth year in baseball, you do both, and I think that's pretty cool. What's your philosophy? Are you teaching your players to just smash it far? Or are you playing small ball,
Well,
home runs? What is your philosophy?
We're by and large, we're a small ball team.
Okay.
I believe in one around. So if we can put the ball in play and if we can hit a gap, we guarantee the next base. And it doesn't take much of that before you're looking at 2, 3, 4 runs, and that can, in and of itself, be uplifting for us and kind of demoralizing for a team that we're facing if we're able to do it. And that's what we work on, is the small ball game.
Well, what's been the key to success for Southeast softball? Because back-to-back, Turnpike 44 state champions. This is your third year. Every year you've been the head coach, they found a way to win the Turnpike 44 championship.
Well, I can tell you right now, it's not me.
Okay.
I'm not the driving force behind why these girls play for each other like they do. They're driven. They're hungry to win. They do what's necessary, and they do what's requested of them. If you want to make little tweaks to a swing or a throw or a way they catch, they take that very well, and they put it into the game. And so it's got less to do with me and more to do with these ladies' attitude about playing.
Ladies, talk to me about some of your teammates and just some teammates that you're really excited to lean on this year in terms of competition. You can't do the whole thing by yourself. You've got to have help. Talk to me about some of your teammates and how tight-knit is that locker room?
You want me to go? So we actually do have a pretty young team. It's just us two, and then we have one more senior, Abriana, which we're so proud of her as well. But we're so proud of our whole team. Since our team is so young, being able to see the confidence and the athleticism that they have at such a young age, that yes, we are the leaders on the team, but they're building this program. After we leave, they're going to be the face of it, and I'm just so ready to see them succeed. And the connection that we have with each other, we're just a family. It's not just softball, we're a family, and that really shows in our locker room.
I think that's important. What do you think?
Yeah, I would say the same. I think family has been one thing that we have been going off by a lot. We got to treat each other with respect, play for each other. Just play for each other, honestly. Like we said, we have young athletes too, but they're the one that's going to build this program right after we leave. So they lean on us, but eventually people will lean on them.
And we lean on them too.
Yeah, we got to teach them what they got to know,
Day of the game.
Yeah.
How do you prepare mentally for competition?
So I feel like for us as a team, we're all talkative. We have our talks. We let each other know how we're feeling, and we express to each other that we got it. Like, we're so tight-knit that we can feel when something's off and we feel when it's right. And if anything's wrong, we're going to correct it, and we're going to make sure we're there for one another. Just being able to express that you're there for your teammates, I know it gives them a feeling because they give me that same feeling. And it's just, I'm ready.
Coach, I see why you brought these young ladies to represent your team. Do you do much coaching, or do you just kind of let them do their thing?
I just sit back and I yell once a practice just so they know I'm there, and then I let them do what they do.
Yeah. I mean, it's great, and it's a luxury to have competent, driven, educated, young leaders on your team to just help out, because it is about them and how you play together. And you're there for instruction and technique and different things like that. But for the most part, these young ladies got it, man.
It's funny because I tell them all the time, I don't get to play the game. I'll coach the game. I'll manage the game. But you have to, meaning the players, have to play the game. So it's really at their feet at that point. They have to do what they know and have been taught how to do, and they have to execute it to the best of their ability. And I've told them all along, win or lose, if they're playing at their best ability, we'll be satisfied with the outcome.
Yeah. Now, I know obviously the goal is to win the Turnpike 44 state championship for the third time in a row. What else do you want to get out of this season? It's your senior year. This is it. This is the last run. What are some other goals and aspirations you've got?
I would say just creating a bond with all of them. I think a lot of us have really created that bond that is just so good. Like when we're playing against each other, it's just like we're family, like we said.
Yeah.
So I think that's one of the biggest ones. Communication too. Like I feel like communication is always, even outside of the field, you're always going to need it.
Well, Roxanne, let me ask you about your pitching rotation. You're the one that works with the pitchers the most. How confident are you in some of your teammates that are pitchers?
I'm confident. No matter what, I will strive confidence into my teammates. That's all it is for me. Like, I know what you're capable of, and I I expect that out of you, but I know that you're going to do it, and I know that you can do it. And seeing the pitcher rotation that we have this year makes me just more excited. It makes me more hungry. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Have you worked with a lot of them before, or any new pitchers to the team
Yeah,
this year?
we had actually our first new pitcher come today, so. I'm
Oh,
excited.
cool. Good. Coach, talk to me about your confidence level. You know what it takes to win. I mean, just what makes this year's group different from some of the previous groups you've coached?
Well, yeah, that's a great question. This team, although by and large younger than other teams, they have a lot of talent, and we've got 2 or 3 deep pitching this year, where we've in the past had 1.5. So we're in a good place talent-wise. But more than that, this group has come together, and we may have beat this up too much, but they believe they're family. And I've told them all that we're all in this, all of us together, and we'll go up or down together. But at the end of the day, we are family.
Well, talk to me about what it's like to play for Coach Franklin.
Oh, it's wonderful.
It's
It's wonderful. On the field, I feel like everyone talks about how coach screams at you, but I feel like you just got to use that as motivation. He tells you for a reason. He tells you that just so you can fix it, so he can have a better team. He'll tell you once, and you just know to correct it right there and then. Outside of the field, he treats us like one of his daughters. So he always tells us that we're all his daughters. So
Man,
it's really
that's got to feel pretty good, Coach, to hear that.
It's remarkable, and literally you feel a bond as a coach with these young women that I didn't expect when I got into coaching fast pitch softball.
Right.
I did not expect it. I'd only been a baseball coach, and I didn't know the interaction with these young ladies, how that was going to change who I was. And it's been a positive thing for me as well.
What's been the biggest difference between coaching boys in baseball and girls in softball?
Well, so boys at softball, they've got talent, but they're a little harder to direct. The girls, they may come to you in their freshman year with virtually no talent, and you grow them up over 2 or 3 years, and they're ready to tweak it at any point and listen to you. And when you talk to them and you say, look, I need you to do this, move your feet like this, they just go do it.
Yeah.
They just go do it. And it's not a debate, and that's refreshing.
Yeah, it is. Well, and to have an overly young team, but yet you've got 2 senior leaders that have taken the leadership role by the reins and done it well. I wish you young ladies the best.
Thank you.
Thank you
Good
so
luck
much.
Thank you. It means a
against Northwest Classen tomorrow.
Yes.
The season's going to get
4
started,
p.m.,
Coach.
5:30 p.m.
Good
See y'all there.
Good luck. Good luck.
Well,
thank you for
thank
representing
you.
Southeast
Thank you.
Spartan,
Thank you.
Lady
We stay
Spartan softball. And I look forward to following y'all throughout this season.
Thank you.
Thank
It's been a
you.
pleasure to be here.
Yeah, thank you. All right, we'll take a quick break, come back with more softball teams coming up next here for Oklahoma City Public School Athletics Fall Athletic Showcase. Don't go anywhere. Public Football Athletic. Our sponsors are Metro Tech, Dental Depot, TTCU, About Now Photography, Bedford Camera and Video, Grinmore Sneaker Boutique, River Sport OKC, SSM Health, OCCC, Perry Publishing and Broadcasting, and everybody here at Super Prep and OKC Sports Radio 105.3. I'm Jay Swick, and I'm here with the John Marshall Lady Bear softball team right in front of me. New head coach Chloe Coleman on the left side, junior Kanaya Battle Smith in the middle, and sophomore Chloe Shikoda on the right side. Ladies, how we feeling today? Yeah? You feel good, Chloe? You a little nervous?
Yeah.
Okay. That's okay. That's okay. Listen, I'm really nervous too, but it doesn't really matter. So we're going to have a lot of fun. I want to learn about your softball program. Coach Coleman, talk to me about year number one. Why did you take the job? What attracted you to being in this position and coaching these young ladies?
The ladies and one of my assistants coach, she's just got a lot going on this year, and so I just stepped up to help her out. But she is still assisting. So,
talk to me about why you brought Kanaya and Chloe to represent your softball team. What makes them unique?
These two played last year, and they've been playing, and they're more experienced than the other girls, and I feel like they're the leaders of the team right now.
Kanaya obviously being a leader in the team, and you're a junior, so you still got another year left. I mean, to be kind of the face of the team, the leader of the team, that's a huge honor. How do you feel about that?
It feels great because I love to lead people. I love to guide people. I love to tell people, what to do. And, I just love to be a big help to everybody.
What do you love most about playing softball at John Marshall?
I love sisterhood. I love leadership. I love communication. And I love the competitiveness.
What position do you play?
I'm a pitcher, and I play shortstop.
Okay, which do you prefer?
Pitcher.
Okay. All right, very good. Chloe, talk to me about, what motivated you to play softball, and what position do you play?
Nothing really motivated me to play softball. One of my parents were talking about it, and they said, you should play softball, so I joined.
Okay. Now, do you enjoy it?
Yeah, I enjoy it. I love the team. That's like one of my favorite parts about joining softball.
That's awesome. That's awesome. What, did I ask you what position you play? What position?
I play catcher right now.
Okay. That's not an easy position to play, especially in this heat. Mm-hmm. How's that been working, in practice and preparing for the season?
It's been going good so far.
What's it like to be Kanaya's catcher when she's in the circle pitching?
I feel like I gotta be really focused because all her balls be coming real fast.
Yeah? Yeah? Do you throw the heat, Kanaya?
Yes, at least I try to.
Who do you model your game after? Do you have a, like somebody that plays softball collegiately at OU or OSU that you kind of model your game after?
Well, I have somebody, they're not from OU or OSU, but they're from Texas Tech, and I think her name is Najari
Kennedy.
Yes.
I'm very familiar. She's one of the best in the country.
Yes,
That's a good person to kind of mimic and learn from.
Yes.
Coach, what are some of your expectations for this team? How do you feel this group is coming together? The games start, season starts tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
You're taking on Tulsa Rogers. How prepared is this team for competition?
Well, hopefully we're prepared. We have a lot of new players. I think we only have about 4 returning from last season. So we'll see how the season goes. Hopefully it'll be a great season, though. We have some, like I said, new players, but they have some experience. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, Chloe, how would you describe the chemistry with this team? How tight-knit is this softball team?
It's decently tight so far. Like, most of the girls already get along, so.
Yeah, you feel that as well, Kanaya? You feel like you got it? Is that something that's super important when it comes to softball? It's just the relationship you have with your team.
You got to have a good bond with your team in order to play good, win good games. If you don't have a bond, then, you're not really going to have a good game. So you have to have chemistry and sisterhood.
Well, Chloe, playing for John Marshall is also kind of a special thing. There's been a lot of great athletes that come out of that school, and now you're one of them. Is that a heavy feeling? Are you proud of that?
Yes, I'm very proud.
What about you, Kanai?
Yes, I'm very proud.
Yeah. What's been the most fun that you've had playing softball? Is it in the games? Is it practicing? Is it just hitting in the batting cage? I mean, talk to me about what you enjoy the most about playing softball.
I really enjoy practices.
Oh, really?
Yes, I
Okay.
enjoy the practices.
That's good. What about you, Kanai?
I really enjoy playing around with my team a lot.
Yeah.
Like, having funny moments. Now, practices I also love, but like when you have funny moments, yes, that's what I really love.
What are some goals and aspirations for this team? What are you trying to get out of this season by playing softball? What's the goal?
Go to Turnpike
Okay.
and win. That's the goal.
I like it. You concur with that, Chloe?
Yeah.
How do you prepare for a game? I mean, whenever I played, which was a really long time ago, but I mean, you've got to flip a switch. You've got to turn on that competitive mindset. How do you prepare for a game? Is it music, or is it a pregame routine? How do you get ready for games?
I feel like I just try to stay locked in.
Yeah. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Kanaya, that's Chloe's. What's your routine? How do you get prepared?
I warm up, I pray. Basically what she said, just get locked in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Coach, talk to me about some of your other players and just the identity of this team. How confident are you in these young ladies as an entire group?
I'm very confident in them. Like I said, we have some newer players, but they do have some experience, and I think that it's going to be a great season for us.
Well, I think it's pretty cool that you've made the commitment as coach to mentor these young ladies and others like them, and to be able to go out there and watch these girls compete. How satisfying is it just as a coach whenever they go out there and they perform well and actually win?
It's very satisfying, but it's not always about the wins. It's about playing together and, like she said, the communication, the
Right.
leadership, but yeah.
Now, a big focus this year for Oklahoma City Public School coaches is the C4 coaches framework. What are you doing as a coach to make sure students who, may have never seen themselves as an athlete feel like they belong on the team, if that makes sense?
We have some that are like just beginning.
Yeah.
And we just try to make everybody feel welcome, no matter what their experience is. If they're new, they're 5-year
Right.
playing,
Right.
1 year, So we just try to it's inclusive.
Well, I think that's great as well, because you want people to come out and play.
Right.
You want people to take advantage of the opportunity. And trust and believe, ladies. When you become an adult, you dream about the good old days, and right now you're in the good old days. So take advantage of it and enjoy it. I'm just looking forward to watching y'all play and getting it underway. The season is tomorrow. You guys got to travel a lot? Do you got to go to Tulsa, Rogers, or is that here in Oklahoma City?
It's a
here.
home game.
Okay, cool. Okay, very
gotta
good.
come to
Very
us.
good. Now, is this a team that you could possibly see in the Turnpike 44 State Championship tournament?
To be honest, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's a pretty cool thing about the Turnpike 44 is play at Hall of Fame Stadium.
Yes.
That's an iconic venue. They're going to have, national. Well, they've been having national championship collegiate softball there, College World Series, but also Olympics. They're coming up in a few years, so that's got to be pretty cool. So I'm just interested to see what y'all do out on the field and how you come together, and but most importantly, I think it's important to have fun, and it looks like you guys are already doing that. So very good. Any other teammates that we should look out for? I know you brought these two, your leaders of the team. Anybody else that needs a shutout that's been working hard and You're looking forward to watching them
The whole
play.
team's working
Yeah, I was just
hard.
about to say that probably our whole team.
The whole team's
Okay.
working hard.
All right.
So
Very good.
shout out to all of them.
There you go. There you go. What does your family feel like when they know that you're out there competing? How important is that support just from your immediate family?
They be nervous, but they support, like their support is very high, and I'm actually grateful for it.
Yeah. You feel the same way, Chloe? I mean, it was your parents that recommended you come out and play. What are they saying now?
They just really supportive.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you get nervous in the circle?
Yes.
Do you? How do you
Yes.
deal with that? What goes through your mind? Is it one thing where you're just kind of nervous, but then you get started and it kind of all goes away? How does that work?
Well, especially when I start to lack, I have to, take a step back, take a few breathers, and get back on that mound. But I don't know. I just feel like I deal pretty good with pressure.
Yeah.
So it took a while, but I feel like I got better at it.
How do you deal with the heat? Especially you, Chloe. I mean, to be catcher with the gear on and everything.
I don't try to think about like all of the pressure. I'd be trying just to stay focused, because if I do bad, I could always work at it.
That's awesome. Well, I think tomorrow's going to be a lot of fun, and I wish you guys the best season and have a blast doing it and learn from Coach Coleman. And Coach, look forward to getting an update from you mid-season, and we'll check in and see how the John Marshall Lady Bear softball team is doing.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
deal. Thank you guys for coming on. Appreciate it. That's the John Marshall Lady Bear softball team. They're going to be competing for the Turnpike 44 State Championship this year, as well as many others. We'll talk with another softball team when we come back after the short commercial break here live on OKC Sports Radio 105.3, streaming live on PPBC TV. We'll be right back. Thank you, ladies. All right, thank you. Welcome back. We are still in day number 2 of Oklahoma City Public Schools Fall Athletic Showcase. We are learning a lot about these softball teams across this district. And our next guest is the Capitol Hill Lady Red Wolf softball team. Ladies, thank you for coming and representing your school. We've got Coach Jason Corley on the left side, Olivia Vargas, Lana Sipley, Layla File, thank you, and Griselda Camacho. Ladies, thank you so much for coming. How excited are we about the season? You've already had 2 games so far this season. You open up conference play. What's it been like so far?
It's been great. We've been working hard and encouraging each other and getting ready for the season.
What position do you play, Lana?
I'm shortstop.
Okay, that's an important position. How do you enjoy playing it?
I like that I'm leading, and yeah.
Are you a senior?
I'm a junior.
Okay, you're a junior. What about you, Olivia? What position do you play?
Usually pitcher, but I'm dealing with like a knee injury.
Oh, okay. So how severe is this injury? Are you playing tomorrow?
No.
Okay. So, but you're usually a pitcher.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Layla?
I'm a catcher, but right now I'm playing third.
Okay, so multi-talented. You can play multiple positions.
Yes.
I'm sure all of you can play multiple positions. Griselda, what position do you play?
Right now I'm a catcher, but they have me doing everything. Like
Okay.
they just switch me around.
Gotcha. Do you have a favorite?
No, I don't have a favorite.
Okay, you're just out there competing. You just love playing softball.
Yeah, I just do I just go where they need me.
What's been your experience like playing for Coach Corley?
It's nice. It's way better than last season. I feel like last season we had a lot of pressure on us, but now it's like we're just going with the flow.
Coach, talk about why you chose these young ladies to come and represent your softball team.
Well, these ladies showed up all summer. They worked hard. They came to workouts every day. And then when practice started July 15th, they were there. They were putting in the work, putting in the time, and it shows. They lead by example in the field because they're prepared and they're ready.
Olivia, I've seen some pictures, new facilities. I mean, it's just like a bunch of new everything over there at Capitol Hill, state of the art. What's that been like so far this year?
I think getting lost in a new school.
Yeah. Now, I think that's pretty cool to kind of be like the first group that gets to experience that.
Yes.
Lana, that's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Coach, being in year number 1, what's it been like from your perspective, getting to know these players and kind of implementing your philosophy with this team?
Yeah, I know. Like I said, these girls have worked hard, right? I've been coaching baseball there for a few years now, and when this position became available, I wanted to come and be a part of that and help build this program up and be as successful as I believe it can be. The girls are buying in. They're listening to what we're talking about. They're trying to execute, and the biggest thing for them is I have to keep them calm and say, get out of your head, right? I mean, we just want to go out there and give our best every day, and that's what they continue to do. They're starting to understand that there's no pressure in giving your best. You just give your best, and your best is good enough.
Yeah, and somebody that's been a coach, baseball, now softball. What's been the biggest difference?
Well, to be just honest, coachability.
Yeah.
These girls are eager to learn, and boys want to learn too, but sometimes they think they know a little more, obviously, right? But these girls are eager to learn, and they listen to everything you say, and they buy into what you say. If they're willing to try it, even if maybe they don't agree with it at the start, but they're willing to try it and see if it works for them, and do the things that'll take them to that next level. And so that's what I've seen from them. I mean, it doesn't matter what I challenge them with, they've been up for the challenge.
Griselda, talk to me about just goals and aspirations for you as a player and really, just for this team.
I think my goal is to just be better and be a good teammate, like to my teammates and the other team, because it's good to be like a good sportsman to like everybody, and you can have fun that way, like than rather just thinking about winning.
Layla, talk to me about the relationships that you have with your teammates. How tight-knit is the softball team, just on a personal level?
I think that we all think of each other as family, and we all are nice to each other, and we encourage each other, and we believe in each other.
Now, Layla, do you prefer playing shortstop or you love being at the plate? Which is more satisfying to you?
I like playing short. I like when balls come at me, and I like to execute. And
Well, which is more difficult? Is it playing shortstop? Because you get a lot of line drives.
Yeah.
You get fastballs. I mean, you're getting the softball hit to you more than any other position. But also being at the plate against a tough pitcher, I mean, which is more difficult for you?
maybe hitting, because
Yeah.
it's more like a mental thing right there, and you have to like really believe in yourself and don't let down.
Olivia, what's it like when you're at the plate and you've got a runner on third, 2 outs, you're down by 1? Like, talk to me about it. What goes through your mind in that scenario?
Well, I don't really think about nothing. Like, I just focus on the ball or where it's gonna go. Like, if it's like a strike, then I'm gonna hit it, and if it's a ball, then I'm not gonna hit it.
So, Coach, and I think that's a great answer, because you don't want to overanalyze that. You know, me as a broadcaster, I'm feeding off the pressure, but when you're in that moment, you just got to
Right.
react to it and control what you can control. I love that answer from Olivia. You know, you've played 2 games so far. What have you seen? Do you feel like this team is headed in the right direction? What are some things that your team's trying to work on?
No, absolutely, we're headed in the right direction. We're young. We have a lot to learn, but we are definitely working and learning every game. The first game, we struggled to execute on the mound with losing Olivia with her knee. You know, we're having to train new pitchers all of a sudden, and so that's a growth pain that we're having to experience right now. But between that game and our second game on Friday, we threw a lot more strikes. We executed better. We had to start depending on our defense now, and so we were able to work on things defensively. And the things for us, you know, we don't talk about that scoreboard. We try to relieve that pressure. The things for us is just give your best. We want to communicate. We want to hustle, and we just want to give our best effort. And that's the only things we're working on right now.
Any of you ladies seniors? Okay. Obviously, you know, being a pitcher, being the senior, and also here representing, you know, your softball team, like that's a pretty cool leadership role. How do you work with some of the younger players on your team in a mentorship, leadership standpoint?
I try to like help them like mentally, like when they're like not like they're feeling nervous and stuff. I try to calm them down and like tell them that it's okay to feel nervous. It's okay to make mistakes. You're learning, because some of our players are the first year playing. So I'm like, it's your first year playing. You're not gonna know everything. You're gonna make mistakes like I did, and I still make mistakes too, like everyone else.
Well, I think that's a pretty cool thing when you're able to kind of work with them, give them confidence, and make them feel more comfortable for playing. I'm curious, Layla, what's it like catching when Olivia's pitching?
I haven't really catched Olivia yet.
Oh, okay.
But I'm
Okay.
hoping to this
right.
season.
Okay. Some of the other pitchers that you've caught, what's that been like for you as a catcher?
I've liked it. It's kind of hard on me when I was the only catcher, but now that G's stepped up, it's not that hard. I like catching them, and I like trying to like help them out, because like catchers know pitchers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have a good understanding of that.
Yeah.
Is that the same way for you, Griselda?
Yeah, I like catching, and it's nice seeing like the batters hit the ball. It's exciting for me.
How do you prepare for a game?
I like to warm up and really get my muscles warm, so I don't because I feel like when you're all stretched out and you're warm, you can play better.
Lana, do you have a pregame routine? How do you flip the switch and get into competition mode?
For me, we all stretch, we warm up. Then I go off and I start doing my arm exercises and stuff. And I like think to myself and make sure that I'm prepared, like get my game mindset on, and yeah.
You know, softball in the state of Oklahoma is just ultra popular. You know, obviously with the success from the University of Oklahoma and Oklahoma State, I mean, it's just gaining popularity. We've got the beautiful facilities over there near Remington Park. What are some goals and aspirations that you're trying to get out of this season? How do you utilize your time to the best?
We're all trying to communicate with each other, encourage each other, and make sure we all hustle and be disciplined.
What does, as this fire truck drives by, how important is the Turnpike 44 State Championship, Coach? Is that a goal that you have in mind?
Obviously, like we always want to win those championships, but you've heard the conversations, you've heard what the girls are saying. That's not what we're chasing. What we're chasing is encouragement, communication, and hustle. At the end of the season, if we look at that, and that's what we have in our hands, and we're going to be super excited about that. But we worry about the next pitch. What are we going to see tomorrow in the first pitch? And then when that first pitch is thrown, what are we going to see in the second pitch? And so we're trying to focus one pitch at a time. Obviously, we've got goals like that where we want to accomplish that, but that can't be our focus. And so as you've listened to them talk, it's about let's just learn how to communicate and hustle, and we'll see what happens when the season's over.
Working hard and playing hard, but having fun. I mean, are you getting that right now? Are you young ladies having fun? You're already 2 games in.
I'm having fun. I know that.
Yeah, I'm having fun with my teammates and my coach cheering me on.
What's been your family and friends' response watching you play softball? How's that been?
They give us a lot of criticism, but we know how to take it and get better.
Good. You the same,
Yeah.
Lana? That's good. Well, Olivia, I hope you get healthy soon, girl.
Thank you.
Get out there and pitch some more. I'm excited to watch y'all play this year. You got a conference opener tomorrow, Coach.
That's
Tulsa
right.
Hale, Nathan Hale.
Yes.
Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. Well, I look forward to following the Lady Red Wolf softball team. They're great representatives of their school and their softball team. And, Coach, you've done a tremendous job in year 1 with this crew, and I look forward to see what the season brings to you. Thanks for coming on.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you. Absolutely. Yeah, we're going to take a quick break, talk to more softball coaches, some more softball players when we come back for Oklahoma City Public Schools Fall Athletics Showcase. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to day number 2, Oklahoma City Public School Athletics Fall Athletic Showcase. I am Jay Swick, broadcasting live from the Clara Looper Center in downtown Oklahoma City on OKC Sports Radio 105.3, streaming live on PPBC TV. We've got more softball teams, players, and coaches coming up soon, but real quick, we had to make time for Oklahoma City Public Schools Executive Director of Athletics and Physical Education, Shane Sanders to the right, and Assistant Athletic Director in charge of Sports Information and Partnerships, Tanner Stiles to the left. Gentlemen, thank you for coming on. I'm excited to talk to you about this year's athletic schedule, programs. You've got a ton of kids participating. I read it was over 5,500. My goodness, that's incredible. That's a great participation rate. I know you guys do a tremendous job of putting it all together. Talk to me about just how excited you are about this fall athletic sports season.
From all of our sports, but specifically on the fall setting, we did have a record participation year in regards to all of our sports, and we're super excited about that. That means we're building tighter systems. We're listening to feedback in regards to things that our scholars need, but also the things that our coaches need as well. So, that's a high-flying answer, but I just want to let you know that we're just super excited about some great things that are about to happen at Oklahoma City Public Schools athletics.
Yeah, Tanner, can you piggyback off that? Just some things that you're working on in your side of things, and just you're a man of many hats, my friend.
Yeah.
I see you at a lot of different sporting events, and you do a great job.
Yeah, no, we got an exciting fall, kind of like Shane hinted at. So I know football was on here last night. It's the feature. We've got an exciting new series coming with our OKCPS Bowl series, kind of modeled after the old college football BCS for these five teams that have opted out of OSSA play for independent schedules. So we're going to have these 5 teams participate in a bowl series, and at the end of the season, they're going to kind of have a season-long race for the standings, and then at the end of the year, we're going to put them all in a bowl game, one of 3 bowl games, with some of our sponsors involved with it, to kind of give these kids a different postseason experience that they're not used to having. So it's going to be awesome. So
yeah, and I think that's a great concept, Shane. I mean, talk to me about how that came to be and some of the motivation behind it.
Well, it started with just the model that we use in our middle school programming, to be honest with you. We wanted to make sure that as we expand access for athletes to be on rosters, we've got to create experiences for them that make them want to continue to be around. So the idea was to be able to, understanding that we are a good standing member of the association, the OSSAA, we wanted to honor the fact that we're going to follow through with the guidelines that they're expecting from us during that time frame. We also wanted to celebrate our scholars after their regular season. So through that mindset, we wanted to make sure that they went through a regular season, but then also they celebrate what they've completed, which is a regular season, because sometimes we don't get to complete those in years past, with another round of another opportunity to compete, and also just joining with Enid as well. And when I say joining, allowing Enid to participate in that week 10, because they had some struggles in regards to building the schedule as well. But this all has been for the greater good, a competitive, balanced approach to being able to build up our program so that our scholars have an opportunity to experience success, but also experience that next step in regards to playing after your regular season.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that. First of all, I think the bowl game on the high school, that just sounds cool. Yeah. It sounds fun. I'm sure the kids are just loving that. That's awesome. But can you talk to me about the commitment to the next play, next step mindset? I know that's a big part of kind of what you're about.
Absolutely. Next play, next step is what we're about. Absolutely. We want to prepare kids for the next play, whatever field of competition that they're competing on. But we also want to get them ready for their next step in life, right? And so when we talk about that speaks to what we do as well in our office. So right now, our next play is essentially preparing our kids to be more involved in what they're trying to do on a day-to-day basis. get them more involved in other opportunities that they have inside the school. That sense of belonging is going to allow them to be able to participate longer, but also try new things. And once they try new things, then they're going to stay connected inside the school. Our goal is utilizing athletics as a vehicle for scholars to graduate, enroll, enlist, or employ themselves into something greater, and that's the next step in their life, right? And we just model that not only with our scholars, but we model it with decisions that we make inside of our athletic office.
Well, and I think you guys do a phenomenal job. I'm reading here 9 high schools, 12 middle schools, over 5,500 scholar student athletes, and there's still room for more. So you're
Absolutely.
trying to increase the participation rate.
Yes, sir.
As many kids come out and play sports as possible. That's the goal. Is that right, Tanner?
Oh, absolutely it is. And, experiences like this, like
where we're at right now, gives these kids a different experience that they're not used to having. So I say that, we had a record year last year across not only our social media platforms. A couple of different months we had over 1 million views across our social media. As we continue to kind of level up what we're doing in our office and continue to raise that bar, we're going to be pushed to the limit in terms of these different opportunities that we're going to allow for these kids. But it's a good challenge. It's a challenge that we're looking forward to embracing. And again, it's all going back to these student athletes and giving them a positive experience to empower them to succeed, obviously, both on the field and then as they leave high school that next step.
And Shane, I've also talked to you about this. I mean, you're still top priority is education.
Absolutely.
And that is something that you really promote.
Yes,
it's you've got to be able to take care of business in the classroom in order to have that opportunity to play.
Absolutely.
That hasn't changed. Now, one new school that I want to learn about, and I'm going to interview the softball team here coming up, Belle Isle Enterprise High School. Can
Yes,
you
sir.
talk about how that came to be and how they became part of the district?
Absolutely. It's a beautiful facility if you guys haven't seen it, right off of the highway. And, we have a middle school. Our Belle Isle Middle School programming, from an academic standpoint, has always been tremendous. And to be honest with you, athletically at the middle school level, they've been very competitive and have been champions in some way, shape, or form throughout the years. So it's not very new to us, the Belle Isle family. When you want to be a bull, you are a bull, and they focus on that quite a bit at the middle school level. So literally, we're just transitioning a whole concept from an academic standpoint and an athletic standpoint into the high school. Now, physically, the high school is not going to be ready until next school year. But the programming starts now. The building starts now. The support starts now. And so I'm so proud of the principal, the head principal of Belle Isle High School, and the athletic director, Mr. Higdon, in the work that he's doing right now with short notice, just getting the Bulls on the map, right? And so a lot of energy there. We're small but mighty. We're going to compete right now. All 3 sports are competing in the fall, at the fall season, and we anticipate those numbers continuing to grow. So the mindset behind that has always been part of our superintendent's strategic plan to support the growth of what the Belle Isle programming has always done. And so we're just piggybacking on that success and just adding on to it athletically as they start to build their own traditions into that brand new high school.
Well, I love the mascot. I think the Belle Isle Bulls
It's good.
It sounds good.
Yeah.
It fits. I love the new color scheme. I think that's going to be a really cool addition to the district, and that's just going to grow and flourish and give more opportunities, young athletes to play sports.
Absolutely.
Talk to me about the C4 coaches framework. I know it's a big focus for the coaches in the district this year, and that's something that you've been working a bit on. Can you elaborate a little bit?
Yes,
on that?
sir, absolutely. As I stated earlier, athletics is a vehicle to help scholar athletes graduate and get prepared for their next step in life. And so to have that happen at a high level, you have to have quality adults in front of these scholars that are competing, and understanding that they are the role models for those kids. Well, that C4 coaching leadership framework just encompasses all of that. And it essentially stands for 3 or 4 C's. It's care, cadence, confidence, and connection. And the thought process through this framework is that we want coaches to build an ecosystem that allows a scholar athlete to feel like that they belong. And once that scholar athlete has that sense of belonging, they stay attached and they continue to gain confidence. And once they have that level of confidence, not only are they excelling at what they do and they continue to show up, but they're also taking risks to try something new.
Right.
And that's what school is about, is trying something new and learning what they need to do on a daily basis.
Well, and I've met
super exciting.
several seniors that have been here representing their school. It's their first time playing.
Yeah,
and,
right.
I think that's
That's
tough as some kids, trying new things, and confidence and self-esteem. And it's like, hey, this is open and honest. Feel free to do it.
Yes,
It's
sir.
encouraged. And that's great. A lot of new coaches this year, too, Shay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, any particular coach that you're excited to watch?
Well,
get started this year?
we have close to 400 coaches in our district, and to pick one specifically, I'm gonna play that card. To pick one specifically, I couldn't do it. I'm extremely excited, especially about the coaches that have participated in our professional development over the summer. I've got to give a shout out to those, especially those that were able to participate in both the July session and also the August session, which was really strategic planning during that time period, basically focusing on athletic participation, recruiting plans inside of kids that are inside your school. How are you going to recruit them onto rosters? And if they're not on the roster, find out what that barrier is.
Right.
Those are the individuals that I just want to give a shout out to, because they had a choice, and some of them took advantage of the opportunity, and some of them at this point in time weren't able to for whatever reason. We'll work on that. But my shout out goes to those individuals that did participate to that in those two opportunities, and to the young ones and to the brand new coaches. There's a lot of them out here that's just really demonstrating what we're expecting in front of young scholar athletes, and I shout out to them as well. And there's several of them. Of them.
Well, you do a phenomenal job, Shane, and I think the experience you're providing for these athletes is just top notch, and it's great. And Tanner, also, being in charge of sports information and partnerships, I see you around all the time. You're always, posting highlight videos, doing player interviews, and putting a positive spotlight on their accomplishments and their experiences. We can expect more of that this year.
Oh, more of that, yeah. We've got some pieces that are moving. In fact, one of my little part-time interns is here by doing some behind-the-scenes video and some photos for us. So, again, like I mentioned earlier, we're always trying to level up in what we're doing. And so we set a pretty high bar last year, and we're going to try to hopefully achieve that and more for this upcoming year. So it'd be amiss if I didn't put our plugs out there. If anybody wants to follow us on our social media platforms, we're at OKCPS Athletics on Facebook, at OKCPS_athletics on X, formerly Twitter, and then at OKCPS Athletics on Instagram. We're constantly putting out content throughout the week. Now that we're back with games and stuff, we're full-fledged on, and we're going to continue to storytell and all the great things that are going on here in OKCPS.
Well, and I love that. I follow all you guys on social media, and I learn a few things, and I think it's cool when kids get the credit they deserve for all of their accomplishments. Yeah. Real quick, last question, because I've been talking with a lot of the softball players. The Turnpike 44 state tournament. One of my favorite things, obviously, the competition, but also the involvement with Tulsa Public Schools, so it's kind of like an Oklahoma City versus Tulsa kind of thing, and the state tournament is held at the Hall of Fame Stadium. I mean, that's a great venue. We're going to have the Olympics there. We got the Women's College World Series, and your athletes are going to be playing a massive tournament there at the end of the season.
Yeah,
talk about how that was put together and how
important it's really exciting. And of course, this is year 2 for me, right? And so that has transpired. It's a partnership between TPS, Tulsa Public Schools, and Oklahoma City Public Schools for several years now, and it's on a rotating basis. So we get to go visit Tulsa this year.
Oh, okay.
This is timely, though, because I just had a conversation, just had a meeting yesterday. We traveled to Tulsa Public Schools and had a conversation with, as Executive Director McCurdy, Eric McCurdy, and had a great conversation. kind of got him up to speed, but also got to pick his brain and collaborate with him. And so they're hosting this year, and so the venue, and they're working on that venue specifically, and we just collaborated on how do we continue to make sure that we demonstrate the best event that we possibly can for these young scholars. It just happens to be at Tulsa this year, so we're excited about that, and also excited about different unique ways how we can kind of increase that competitive. We're both competitive, and so are both of our superintendents. And so knowing that, I think that we're going to have some things in the works that might put something on the line for this competition. So we're excited about that.
And just to piggyback on that, this will be, I think, year 4 of the Turnpike 44, and the previous 3 years, an OKCPS team has won that state championship. So we're hoping for number 4 again this year. So it's been the OKCPS show, if you will, running this Turnpike 44, which we're proud of our teams and our athletes for accomplishing that.
I talked with Coach Franklin and the Southeast Lady Spartans. They're planning on coming at it once again. They won it back-to-back years. They're going for a 3-peat. Man, it's great. The competition is great. I want to thank you guys for coming on and just
thank you
talking
for having
about
us,
this.
and thank you for doing this for our kids. This is great.
I enjoy it.
This is great.
I enjoy it. And then to just be able to learn and kind of understand the mindset of these young athletes and what they're trying to get out. Yeah, they want to win, but it's more than that. It's not just outcome-based. It's experience, and I think that's great. So Shane Sanders, OKCPS Executive Director of Athletics and Physical Education, thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
Assistant Athletic Director in charge of Sports Information and Partnerships, Tanner Stile, thank you very much. I'm sure I'll be seeing you guys quite a bit this fall sports season.
Absolutely.
And we'll talk very soon. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having us, sir.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, we will have more interviews coming up next for Oklahoma City Public School Athletics Fall Athletics Showcase here live on OKC Sports Radio 105.3, streaming live on PPBC TV. We'll be right back. Fall Athletic Showcase, sponsored by Metro Tech, Dental Depot, TTCU, All About Now Photography, Bedford Camera and Video, Grinmore Sneaker Boutique, River Sport OKC, SSM Health, OCCC, Perry Publishing and Broadcasting, and everyone here at Super Prep and OKC Sports Radio 105.3. We are broadcasting live on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 and streaming video straight to your mobile device on PPBC TV. I am Jay Swick, and I'm here with the Classen SAS Lady Comets softball team. Ladies, thank you so much for coming and representing your school. We've got Coach Leslie Hudson on the left side, Lauren Talley next to her, Ariana Candelaria, and then Sarai Freeland on the right side. Ladies, how excited are we about the season? You've already had one game underneath your belt. How's it going so far?
Good. We're working hard. We're excited to play.
Yes.
Coach, what makes this group special, and why did you bring these three young ladies to represent your softball team?
This is like a complete display of my team right here. So I have junior, sophomore, and a freshman, but integral parts of this team, huge. Lauren is our ace pitcher. Ariana is just a goat. She can play anywhere, I'm telling you, but she plays catcher, she plays infield, she can play anywhere. And then Sarai is a brand new freshman that brings all the pieces to the puzzle. She can play anywhere as well, and is going to be a definite force to be reckoned with this year. So,
Sarai, I mean, to be a freshman and to be here representing your school, I mean, that says a lot about you as a person, as an athlete. We don't see very many freshmen come in and represent the school, so that's got to be a pretty good honor. How's that feel when you hear that from Coach?
It just feels like regular, I guess.
Now, being a multi-position player, what position do you enjoy playing the most?
I like playing first.
Is that what you've been playing, first base, or have you been moved around?
I've been playing like a little first, like a little catcher.
Gotcha. Ariana, I mean, to hear Coach, talk glowingly about you, being a Mrs. Do anything for the team, I mean, that's got to feel pretty good.
Yeah, it does. It feels really good.
Now, you mainly stay at catcher, or you move around as well? What other positions do you play?
Last season I was the only catcher, but this season I'm hoping to get around everywhere on the field. I'd like to play third or anywhere, honestly. I don't really.
You just come across as somebody who just loves playing the game.
Yes.
Just having
I love
fun.
it.
What do you love most about playing softball at Classen SA?
Just like the bond with the team and like getting to know new people and yeah.
I think that's awesome. Lauren, talk to me about what position you play and also the bond that you and your teammates have. How important is that?
I think it's really important. I play pitcher, and sort of in all of our positions, we get a chance to lead in our own ways. Even with Sarai being a freshman, she's a really good leader on the field. I think our bond is really, really cool because we're a pretty young team, so we're all going to get another year together to grow. And I think that's sort of my favorite part, seeing people like Ari grow over the season, grow over the years.
Coach, I remember interviewing you last year. Talk about the difference between this group and last year's group.
last year's group had a couple of seniors that were really probably my strong leaders. And although they left a great legacy because they made a really great bond, especially with these two.
Yeah.
And, I had Adrian last year was such a strong bond for both of them, but Ari being the catcher. So this year's team, yes, we do have youth, but we have so much more talent. I mean, just the actual raw talent is there. It's can I put the right pieces together to put them out there and make sure we come out with a victory. But for the most part, this team is just so young and talented, and just their love for the game is just a whole lot different than my teams in the past. So makes it a little more exciting for me.
Well, I mean, maybe you don't have as many seniors here, but to be able to have some of these younger players and then to be already in the leadership role,
for
like
sure.
that's a luxury.
Future
to have,
looks bright.
right? Like I'm serious.
No doubt.
That's a pretty good quality.
No doubt.
Ari, what is it so much that you love, like when you're a catcher, because that's a tough position to play, especially in this heat.
Yes.
You know, talk to me about what you enjoy playing catcher. Why that position?
I love playing catcher because I just get a better bond with my pitcher and the team. I can take the lead of the field, and I can tell my teammates where they're supposed to go, and yeah.
Well, talk to me about some of your pitchers. You know, how confident are you in your pitchers this season?
Lauren is a great pitcher. Like, she's going to do awesome. And I'm like one of the backup pitchers, and so is Sarai. And so I think we're going to do great this year.
We're going to do just fine.
Lauren, when you're in the circle and you're in the heat of battle, how do you deal with that? What goes through your mind when all the focus is on you, you know, throwing the softball? What's that like?
I think it can get a little scary, but something that helps me a lot is knowing that my team is behind me, backing me up. So if people start hitting off of me or if I get out of control, they're there to sort of pick me up and keep me going, especially Ari, a catcher. She's always saying, I got it. So.
Well, I think that's important to have that pitcher-catcher relationship, you know, to be friends and tight-knit and you know, just kind of helps you from a competitive standpoint. So, Rye, talk to me about being a hitter. Are you left, right? Can you do both? What goes through your mind when you're in the batter's box?
Well, I'm right-handed, and what goes through my mind is just like not watching like good pitches go by, just hitting good pitches, just hitting the best I can.
You're going to face some really good pitchers out there. How confident are you in just your ability as a hitter to go out there and, you know, play well? Play well. Is it a lot of pressure, or kind of what's your mindset when you're in the batter's box thinking about that?
My mindset is just I'm a good hitter. Like, that's my favorite part of the game. You know, just hitting the ball.
That would be my favorite part too. Now, obviously, being a class in SAS, School of Advanced Studies, the academic part is tedious. Like, that's a lot. How do you kind of juggle that, being an athlete, a softball player, and then also a student? Because I know that academics is a very high priority at that school.
I just make sure I have all my work turned in. If I'm missing an important class, I make sure I talk to the teacher about what I'm going to be missing so I can get that turned in after the game.
Yeah. Is that the same for you?
Yes, I think a lot of it at class and is sort of just not only holding yourself accountable, but holding your team accountable too. So, you know, I expect my teammates to show up to practice, but also to get their work done and to have their grades good so they're eligible each year.
Coach, you got a good group.
I got a great group. I mean, blessed beyond doubt.
Can you talk to me about just some what is this team? What are they capable of? And what are some goals and aspirations? What are you trying to get out of this group this year?
Yeah, I don't know that we've really even sat down and said, hey, what kind of goals do you want? I know I got mine. But, I mean, this team is limitless when it comes to where they can really go. I really think we're going to make a strong push to win the whole Turnpike 44. I really do. This team has the ability, without a doubt, and we have the depth. I've got all the pieces. I got bats. I got speed. There's so many things that I have. So most of it's just going to be how hard do they want it? You know, how much do you want it? Do you guys want it? But I think this team, you obviously see what just amazing humans they are. So,
Ari, what would a Turnpike 44 championship mean to you in this team?
Oh, it'd mean the world. Like, I'd be so happy.
Yeah. Talk to me about I already know the answer to the question because it shows, but just the relationship that you have with your teammates and how tight-knit this group is compared to some years past.
Yeah, we're really tight. We're like all pretty close in age, and so like we all have classes together. Like, we're always with each other. So I feel like we're like really tight, so.
And that's important, right, Lauren? I mean, to have that kind of relationship. What should the world know about Class and SAS softball? What are you guys about?
I think that we're ready and passionate and excited to win.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
We want to go out.
Coach, when's next game?
Next game is Monday.
Okay.
Big
okay.
week next week.
Who's your opponent?
Tulsa McLean.
Okay. Is that here in Oklahoma
No,
City, or
we're
you
going
got to
to
go
Tulsa.
up to Tulsa? Okay.
We're going to go to Tulsa.
All right. Very good. Very good. Sarai, have you guys had a game yet already? Okay, so I was going to ask you about preparation. You know, being a freshman and then being counted on as a freshman. How do you adapt? How do you prepare for a big game like on Monday?
Really just making sure I stretch right, so I don't hurt myself, or just being ready.
Ari, do you have like a pregame routine to kind of get motivated, and you've got to flip the switch mentally and get ready to compete?
Yeah, I just have to make sure I have a good, I'm good in my head, just to have fun and stuff, just to make sure I'm not, doubting myself about anything.
Well, I think you guys have a great deal of talent, a great deal of confidence. You shouldn't have any doubts in your ability whatsoever. So I think your coach is obviously really proud of you. Lauren, I'm sure you get a lot of feedback from family and friends as well. What's that been like for you?
I think it's good. My family is pretty surrounded around softball. My older sister plays. My dad has always been really involved, and my mom too. So I think, having my family there to help me when I don't know what's going on or just lift me up when I'm feeling down is great.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited to watch y'all play. You got a game on Monday, and Coach, how you been dealing with this heat thing? Because I can't hardly even stand outside, and y'all are going to be out there competing on Monday.
Yeah, the heat has definitely been an issue. We've adjusted practice times to moving them later in the day to try to combat some of that, and we've still been able to get outside, which is good. Yesterday and today, not so much, but it is just extremely hot. But hoping for a cool snap, and we'll get in just a little flow and a rhythm and go take care of business.
Well, it just seems like you guys really enjoy going to work every day and completing and playing.
They make
the game.
me happy to go there every day. So
yeah, I think it's awesome, and you got a great group here, Coach.
Thank you
and
so
I look
much.
forward to watching y'all play, and I wish you nothing but success. And enjoy the whole experience.
Good.
Just enjoy it.
And
all of y'all going to be coming back next year, right?
Yep.
So are we going to
Every
be,
one of them. These
are we
three
gonna
will probably
here
be right
same
back.
Time here
Let's
next
go.
year
Same
and
time,
talk about
same
softball?
place. Let's go.
All right.
We're in it.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Class and SAS Lady Comet softball team. They got a game on Monday. Go out there and support them. Best of luck to your season and your performances. Have fun.
Thank you.
We appreciate you coming on and representing Class and SAS softball.
Absolutely.
That's really good stuff. All right, we'll take a quick break, and we'll come back with more Oklahoma City Public School Athletics Fall Athletic Showcase coming up next on PPBC TV and OKC Sports Radio 105.3. We'll be back. Welcome back to Oklahoma City Public School Athletics Fall Athletic Showcase. I am Jay Swick. We're broadcasting live on OKC Sports Radio 105.3, streaming live on PPBC TV. Our event sponsors are Metro Tech, Dental Depot, TTCU, All About Now Photography, Bedford Camera and Video, Grenmore Sneaker Boutique, River Sport OKC, OCCC, Perry Publishing and Broadcasting, and everybody here at Super Prep and OKC Sports Radio. We've got another wonderful softball team in front of us. Ladies and gentlemen, the S. Grant Lady General softball team led by their head coach, Thomas Cornish, on the left side. Then we've got Jalissa, Ariana, and Addie on the right side. Ladies, thank you for coming.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for having
We've
us.
got a big game tomorrow. I mean, we're going to get this thing started here tomorrow, taking on Tulsa McLean. Coach, talk to me about these athletes you brought along here with you and why you chose them to represent U.S. Grant.
Returners. They've been here and they've been in the fight with us for years. We got her. She transferred in last year and been a big part of it. And then we've had those down there. They come as freshmen. But just the growth. Just to watch them mature and their IQ with the game grow and watching them have success. They're hard workers. They're kind of the leaders of the bunch, right? And they're kids that you would want your kid to follow. I mean, they're really good kids. They're solid. Make great grades, the whole bit. You can count on them every day. So they're winners, man.
Yeah, that's high praise coming from you, Coach. You've been around and you've got a lot of experience. He's coached a lot of great players too, Jalissa. I mean, what do you love most about playing softball?
I mean, it just makes me feel like excited. I played since I was little. I'm going on 13 years playing, and the most exciting thing, I transferred from Mustang to be able to come to a better team with Coach Cornish. He coached my uncle, so knowing that it's part of the family, just growing with him, it means like a family to me to be able to continue with the girls that I'm playing with.
Well, it feels like you've acclimated pretty well, and you know that they've accepted you with open arms. Has that been your experience?
Yes, and I can say it was a good experience to come.
Good. What position do you play?
I play shortstop, center field, and I can play a lot more
Any position
yeah.
you need her to play, Coach.
Yes, sir.
She's right there.
Yep.
Ariana, talk to me about your experience playing softball at U.S. Grant. What position do you play?
Positions I play are second, outfield. I can play any other positions also.
Nice.
And it's been really nice playing on the team. I love the girls and like all of us growing together and experiencing a new season, new everyone.
Well, let me piggyback off that. Just to be a softball team and work as one unit, you got to have a good relationship, friendships with each other. What's that the chemistry like?
I feel like our chemistry is really good. We're really like, how to say, like happy. I don't know the word exactly, but like happy and stuff, like really good, saying like good job, like nice, like you got it, like keeping each other up, don't let each other down. So I would say it's really good.
Well, I think that's a strength. Not all teams have that, but this team does. Addie, talk to me about just you as a softball player. What position or positions do you play?
Well, I really play anywhere he needs me, like they do. Being on the team with everyone is just so fun, and it's always a fun time playing with everyone. And the environment there is just really, really enjoyable. We're like a family.
Now, do you pitch at all?
Yes.
Okay. What's that like?
It's a little...
Is it nerve-wracking?
Yeah.
Do you get nervous?
It's a little intimidating, but I think after you get used to it a little bit, you're fine. It's a
What
part of the
about
game.
being in the batter's box against a pitcher that, that throws some heat? How do you kind of deal with that?
Well, you just have to go up there with a strong mindset of a strike coming down your way. Even if there's not a strike, you're going to get bad pitches, and you're not always going to get the calls you want. But just going up there with the open mindset, it really helps.
Talk to me about your experiences in the batter's box as well, Ariana. I'm kind of curious of kind of the mental standpoint, the mindset that you have when you step up to the plate.
I feel like it's hard, kind of, because you would always think there's a strike coming down, and you're like, I need to swing at this, and then next thing you know, you have a ball, or like it's very high, it passes, or anything like that. You just kind of like just gotta watch out. And it's just hard, but you just gotta make sure like you got it and keep yourself up, and don't like let yourself get down. It's just.
Is that similar to your experience, Jalissa? Because you've been playing softball for a long time. You probably don't even bat an eye. It's just another at bat for you. Are you pretty comfortable?
I mean, yeah, but we also have good and bad balls that come our way. You just have to think, if I'm going to get this ball, I'm going to have to put my bat to it. And if it's not your ball, keep pushing to do better the next. I've had many mistakes striking out, and the next time I go up to hit, it's always do better. And I also do go up and hit, but I never let myself go down after a strikeout or swinging at a ball that I shouldn't have been swinging at.
Well, and that's life in general, right? Like
Yes.
you're not going to get a hit every time you're at the plate,
Yes.
but you can only control what you control, and what's in the past is in the past. You
Yes.
can't change that. So you just on to the next one. I think that's a great mentality. Softball in the state of Oklahoma is just, golly, it's so popular.
Yeah.
Are you guys the most popular girls in school? Because I mean, there's a lot of young ladies that would love to play the game, but you're actually going out there and doing it. You're doing a great job representing U.S. Crane High School. What's been your experience with that? Just kind of how your outlook is.
I mean, I always try to convince people that ask me, hey, how's softball, or do you like softball? And I'll be like, yeah, it's fun. Like, I think you should come out and try it. Like, just convince people that are willing to play and wanting to play to come out and be part of our family as well, to show them that teamwork, the effort that we put in to go out. And I mean, to win, you have to put effort. So just to be as a family to win.
Coach, you got a sharp group.
I tell you, man.
Do you have to do much coaching, or you just turn them loose and let them do the thing?
Yeah, I teach. I teach every day. It's fundamentals, because ultimately it's the little things that'll get you. You know what I mean? But just like listen to it to hear you, and as young hitters, they're going to be busy between their ears, and it's just trying to focus and narrow down what that is and get them to say it out loud, which they just did. Which is cool, because now we know we just got to go approach-wise. You climb in the box with confidence. You know what the strike zone is, and you know what you want to jump on, and that's where you're looking. And if you put it right in there, I'm sending it right back at you. You know, and just kind of keep it simple like that, right? Not the what is or that or not. Just know where the zone's at. Have your eye in the zone, and when you get it, send it back at them.
What makes this group, this team this year, different from years past? I'm not always into comparison, but every team has a different way of doing it, a different identity.
Well, like they were talking about their positions, she can run. I mean, she covers ground, and she throws it really well. So center field is where, and you heard them all say, they'll play wherever he needs to. Yeah. So they're softball players, right? Just tell me where you want me.
Well, how do you fill out a lineup card?
Well, that's the deal, is we got to figure this out. New group, right? And the new kids coming in. So she's going to stay in center field. She's going to go from second base. She makes a grown-up move to shortstop. And then we need some pitching, so she's going to hop out there on the pitcher's plate and let her rip. But just like they said right there, that's why I love coaching this, wherever he wants me to say. So for me, that's a softball player.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's not a kid that plays softball like – I'm a second baseman. No, I'm a softball player.
Yeah.
I'm playing infield. I mean, wherever you need me. So that's what makes them fun, man.
I agree with that,
They won't hold their head down. They don't think it's a demotion, promotion. They just know they're out there and they get a chance to play Sandlot and they love it, man. So great group.
Yeah. And
sure.
I've said this multiple times today. When you get, my age, when you become coach's age, you look at times like this as the good old days, and you're in it. You're experiencing it firsthand. So take advantage of it and enjoy it. Addie, how do you feel about Monday? Do you feel like you prepared enough and you're ready to compete against Tulsa on Monday?
I feel pretty prepared, I would say. I know that if I do mess up, I have my team to have my back, so I'm pretty prepared.
What's been some of the reactions from your family and your friends and people you care about, when they come and support and watch you play? Have you gotten a lot of good positive feedback from them?
I would say yeah. They're always like kind of surprised, like, oh, I didn't know, like, that's how you do it, or like they're like, oh my God, you're so good, or like, y'all are doing really good. Like, they're just like kind of like just surprised, happy, like, and want to watch more.
Right. Well, and it's like, okay, we know you play softball, but then to go out there and watch you work,
Yeah.
I think is a cool thing, because there's a lot that goes into it, and a lot of preparation and different things like that. That's pretty cool. What's it like playing for Coach Cornish?
Oh no.
I'm going to put him on the spot. This is your time to shine. What's it like playing for him?
It's really fun, honestly. The noises that he makes random noises, and sometimes I'm just in my head, I'm just like, what is, like, he comes out with so much energy. And some days I show up to practice thinking I'm just ready to go home. I have a baby myself,
yeah.
So I'm wore out sometimes, and I'm just like, I'm ready for practice to be over, and Coach Cornish will pop out with some noises or just making random conversations with us, and I'm like, where
It's because he cares.
Yeah.
That's Coach Cornish.
He makes somebody's day just by that.
Oh, that is very sweet.
That's good. That's good. Well, I'm so glad you guys are having fun and you're competing and you're doing something that you love, and you're taking advantage of the situation. So, what would a Turnpike 44 state tournament appearance be like for you guys? Is that a goal that you have in mind?
Yeah. Because we got one title, and then we got quarterfinalists, and then we got runner-up. So, getting there, you got to get there before you win it, right?
Right.
And a lot for us to figure out this year with a bunch of new kids, and due to the heat, we haven't been able to go outside much, so we still got a lot to figure out. It'll probably take us a month of playing to figure out who goes where, and then the lineup, to try to score. So it's going to take a minute, but that's going to be the challenge this year, and that's what I look forward to. But, that's definitely the goal, is to get back in it. If you get in it, you got a shot.
Is there any of your teammates that you feel like deserve some recognition because they've been working hard? I mean, you three are the faces of the team and the representatives to come and represent your school. Is there anybody else that deserves some recognition for their hard work?
I think Jazzy.
Yeah.
She works hard, she puts in her effort, and she brings a lot of happiness to our team, honestly.
This smile.
She's always having a smile on her face, no matter
smiling.
what's the problem or issue.
Yeah, and she always brings a smile to our face, and she works really hard at what she does.
That's great.
Yeah, Jay-Z.
Well, thank you guys for coming out and talking about this season, talking about your softball team. I wish you nothing but success, and have fun on Monday when you take on Tulsa McLean, and hope you drink a lot of water and stay cool because it's super hot out there, Coach.
Yes, sir.
But you've done a great thing. So thank you so much for coming and being great representatives of your high school and your softball team here for U.S. Grant.
Thank you, sir. And as you, as always, and all your folks that help you out, thank you for the opportunity for these kids.
We
appreciate
Coach.
you, man.
Anytime,
We really do.
anytime for you,
Yep.
Coach.
Oh,
no doubt.
We appreciate you guys.
No
We really
doubt.
do. Thanks,
Absolutely.
man.
All right, we've got more softball teams, players, coaches coming up next here for the Oklahoma City Public School Athletics Fall Athletic Showcase. We'll be right back after this short commercial break. Don't go anywhere. Back to Oklahoma City Public Schools Fall Athletic Showcase here live on OKC Sports Radio 105.3, streaming live on PPBC TV. I am Jay Swick, and we've got more softball conversations coming up. Interview some players and coaches, but real quick, I want to shout out our event sponsors. We couldn't be here without your support of Oklahoma City Public School Athletics, Metro Tech, Dental Depot, TTCU, All About Now Photography, Bedford Camera and Video, Grinmore Sneaker Boutique, River Sport OKC, SSM Health, OCCC, Perry Publishing and Broadcasting, and everyone here at Super Prep and OKC Sports Radio. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited to interview this young up-and-coming softball team. First in existence, this is Belle Isle Enterprise High School softball team. The Belle Isle Bulls are right in front of me, and they are led by head coach Chris Winstead, Olivia Gray, Ava Molinex, and Iris Shadid Pyle here representing. This is the first class of Belle Isle Bull softball players. Like, that's kind of a cool thing to be the foundation of the new program. Are we excited about the season?
Yes.
Yeah. Coach, talk to me about this squad that you brought with you. First of all of you are freshmen, correct?
Yeah.
And that is a very unique situation. You don't see that often, but I applaud your efforts. And by the time these young ladies are seniors, Coach, this will be pretty competitive.
Right. I anticipate probably 2 years. I mean, we are actually very competitive right now, and I've been impressed with these girls, in particular with their ability to absorb information, understand what's being asked of them, and being able to implement things on, honestly, just a few reps. But we'll continue to get better and better.
Why Olivia, Ava, and Iris? You could have chosen any other players to come and represent your team, but you chose these three young ladies. What makes them unique?
These three ladies are leaders. They would be the epitome of what I would want to represent Belle Isle High School softball. They have been very dedicated. They have been at nearly every practice in what we're running at 105 degrees sometimes, and they've done everything I've asked of them, so I couldn't be more proud of all the girls, but in particular these three I think are leaders of the team.
Olivia, talk to me about what you love most about playing softball. What position you play as well?
I play shortstop, and the thing I love most about it is probably just the teammates, and I just like team sports because I like meeting new people, and I just like seeing all different schools and things come together to just play one sport, and I like seeing the love for a sport that all people from everywhere can have, and I just like getting out there and doing things. I like to just find stuff to do all the time.
Well, that's a great answer, and I want to piggyback off that. Talk to me about just the chemistry, the relationship that you and your teammates have. That's important when it comes to softball.
Yeah, a lot of the girls this year, since we're all freshmen and we don't have any upperclassmen, are from different schools and we've never met each other, and I just feel like we all kind of clicked right away. And a lot of the girls that I met not too long ago, I'm just really good friends with now, and we all seem to work really well together.
Ava, has that been your experience as well so far?
Yes, pretty much.
Yeah, what position do you play?
I'm pretty versatile, but I mostly like to play catcher or third base. Those are my main two.
Okay, catcher's not an easy position to play, especially in this heat, Coach. My goodness. What do you love most about playing catcher?
Well, I like how I get most action up there, because when you're in the field, you'll have to think about, am I going to get any action out here? Especially in the outfield, is anyone going to hit the ball out here? But when you're playing catcher, you know for certain you're going to get some action up there.
Yeah, you're going to touch the ball every play.
Yeah.
I mean, every pitch is coming right to you. Iris, talk to me about your experience so far playing softball at Belle Isle. What position do you play?
I play pitcher, and my experience so far has been really great. I started in the 6th grade, and I've always played with these two. So
oh, wow.
We go pretty, we're all friends on the team, of course, but these two are just like my main.
Well, I think it's cool when like you've got the whole team playing varsity softball, all of you as freshmen. That's just not something you see every day. And you've already developed the relationship. You've played on the field together, and that's going to continue to grow. Are you excited about the future? And what do you think about being a team full of freshmen taking on upperclassmen in different games?
I feel like we can be pretty scared at first, but we overcome that fear because we're very proud of our school and how we present ourselves with our sports and our academics.
Well, and then to be thrown in the fire. I mean, you're forced to deal with it and compete it and take it on head on. I mean, by the time you're in sophomore, you're going to be so experienced and it's not going to be anything. I mean, it's just you're going to be ready to go, Coach. I mean, don't you see this team really growing and developing into being a very strong team by the time these young ladies are seniors, they're going to play a ton of softball games.
Right.
A lot of experience.
Right, and they've surprised me already. Just from our first scrimmage and how we looked was way above what my expectations were. I was coaching at a level, but not really knowing what to expect. But they have really come through. Like I said, we're working on fundamentals. We're looking on understanding the game. But these kids are capable of getting concepts that it would take juniors and seniors to get. And I think we're starting to be there already, which is going to help us. Just make the right play, not make mistakes.
That's awesome. Olivia, I know you've had some scrimmages. You got a scrimmage Friday. You got a real game on Monday. What do you do to prepare yourself for games? Is there music you listen to? Is there a pregame routine? How do you prepare to kind of flip the switch and go out there and compete?
Well, like I personally do listen to music and stuff, but I really like just like hyping up with my teammates and stuff. Like we usually we're very excited before games, like getting on our stuff, like going to the locker room together, and like the bus ride is always pretty fun. And just like right when we're going up to the dugout, like we're like a little nervous, but like it's also like adrenaline coming too.
Well, and you're also in it together. You're not doing this by yourself. You don't have to take on all the the expectations. You're as a unit. You're all going through the same things, and you can kind of help each other in that aspect. Iris, when you're pitching, I mean, what goes through your head when you're in the circle? Everybody's looking at you. You're facing some pretty experienced hitters.
Mm-hmm.
How do you deal with that? What goes through your mind?
It's definitely a lot of pressure up there, but it's also good knowing that not every pitch is going to be perfect, and Coach Winstead taught me to kind of how to dumb it down, and that really helps as well. And yeah, that's basically it.
Ava, when you're in the batter's box, I mean, similar question. What's it like for you? What's going through your head when you're trying to hit pitches?
Mostly just take deep breaths and you've got this. Just I don't know really how to explain it. It's just it's like a mental game. You all just have to think about it.
Yeah. Coach, talk to me about you're in such a unique position, and I think it's the coolest thing ever to be at the ground floor of a new school. I mean, your history starts with you now. That's cool to be on that groundbreaking foundation. What are some goals, aspirations? What is your team trying to accomplish this season?
This first year, we want to become fundamentally sound. We want to learn the game, enjoy the game, and honestly, with these girls, I've got a 4-year plan, which I feel like we will be very competitive next year, and we have been very competitive so far this year. So with a 4-year plan, I see us in 4 years being one of the best teams in the area. And we need more people to grow, and I'll put a plug in. So October 1st, we start taking enrollment for our next class. We will have outstanding facilities. Sheen Sanders has made sure of that, and this is the place to be. If you academically and athletically, I think we're going to be one of the best schools around. But you can see these kids developing.
Well, and coming from you, Coach, I mean, 37 years coaching on baseball, softball, soccer. How do you feel when you hear somebody that's been around and coached a lot of great players through his career, and then to have that type of confidence, in you young ladies as softball players? That's got to be a pretty good feeling.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm excited to see, how this team develops and the success and the failures and all of the in between. I want you to have fun and be there for each other, and to be in year one as the Belle Isle Bulls softball team. That is the coolest thing to me, and I'm going to be paying attention, and I want you all to have fun and just compete as hard as you can. And look forward to seeing what's next for you guys. And thank you for coming and representing your new school.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
All right. We'll see you later. We're not done yet. We're going to take a quick break and come back. I believe we got the Douglas Tro Jets coming up here pretty soon here on the Oklahoma City Public School Athletics Fall Athletic Showcase. Don't go anywhere. Thank you, ladies. Hey, welcome back. Appreciate everybody tuning in and, consuming and listening to the interviews and hearing from these young athletes from the Oklahoma City Public School District. They had so much fun being interviewed and talking about their teams, and I really want to encourage the public to go out there and support them as a whole. They put so much work and they care about it so much. So I just really want to thank you guys for tuning in and being a part of Oklahoma City Public School Athletics Fall Athletic Showcase. We plan to come back in the winter and do this again for different coaches and players and different sports, and we really enjoy putting a spotlight on these young athletes and what they're trying to accomplish as scholar athletes here in the Oklahoma City Public School District. And I really want to thank our event sponsors for everything that they do to support the school district in all of their athletics: Metro Tech, Dental Depot, TTCU, All About Now Photography, Bedford Camera and Video, Grinmore Sneaker Boutique, River Sport OKC, SSM Health, OCCC, Perry Publishing and Broadcasting, and everybody here at Super Prep and OKC Sports Radio 105.3. We want to thank the Oklahoma City Public Schools Executive Director of Athletics and Physical Education, Shane Sanders, for coming on and talking about this upcoming fall sports season, as well as Tanner Stiles, Assistant Athletic Director in charge of sports information and partnerships. We've had a lot of fun over these past couple days, and we look forward to doing it again in the winter. But for those watching now, please come out and support these young athletes and in all of their sports and endeavors. It's going to be a great fall athletic sports season, and so please come out and support them because they deserve it. So I want to thank you for tuning in, and I'm Jay Swick, and I'm out and about today. All right, that's going to conclude our here live at the Clara Looper Center, but you can tune in to OKC Sports Radio 105.3 and stream live on PPBC TV for all of our future sporting event broadcasts going on at Perry Publishing and Broadcasting. We're excited about it. So thank you for tuning in, and have a great day.